Traders, happy Thursday. Welcome back. Let me get my big mug out of the way and go into the screen. There we go. Final hour. Here we are, 3 p.m., October 24th. I know people will be coming into the session, whether you're tuning in live or watching this recording. I do want to make a quick announcement. Couple of things. So I am trying to clean up my Discord a little bit. I know when I have a bunch of new members or asking to join, I've been posting links, with 7-day expirations for my Discord channel. I have a Telegram channel as well. These are both free services. But here's the deal. If you are in my Discord channel and you're not active in my Discord channel and you haven't posted anything in 30 days, I'm going to try to clean up the channel. I'm going to kick some members. You can always rejoin. That's not a problem. I'm just trying to make sure that real people are joining, because what's been happening is I get these chunks of members, 10, 15, 20 new members join, and then they get hit up by, a Chris Pulver imposter or a fake profile, and somebody is either laid a seed inside my Discord channel and they're just using my list to then spam and direct message. Obviously, it's not me. So if you are not active, I'm going to prune my Discord channel. And right now I've got about 100 or so members that haven't posted anything in like 30 days. So for a quick announcement, if you are in my Discord, and I can post this, okay? If you're in my Discord and you haven't posted anything in 30 days, I'm going to kick you tomorrow, okay? So you can always rejoin. You know where to find me each and every day. You've got my live sessions. I'm, live session for daily profit play in the mornings, live session with A1 trading, live session here on YouTube for the final hour, live sessions. I'm going live at 4 o'clock for webinars. It's like traders know how to. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that real traders are finding me, and I'm not dealing with a bunch of garbage scammers and direct messages that people don't want. Okay. All right. So, warning on Discord. Tomorrow I will be cleaning the channel. Tomorrow, probably by end of day today, or like late tonight, or tomorrow before I start my live sessions. You know how to find me. You can always get back in. I'll post like a expiring link for 7 days or something. You can just ask me in tested sessions like this. That's fine. All right. But I'm trying to clean it up a little bit to make sure that it's real traders that are talking and messaging, and we just have less of the other crap. Okay. So that's announcement number one. Announcement number two. At the top of the hour here, 4 p.m. Eastern time, I am going to be going live into a webinar. And let me see if I can link for it. It's probably going to be something similar to this right here. I have this link. Let me see if I can copy link, see if I can post this. There we go. So this is waterfall income, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And that link, I'm going live at 4 p.m. So what this strategy is it is essentially a way to use options to take advantage of positive drift and dollar cost averaging with leverage. And the win percentage is fantastic. It's very mechanical. It's easy to follow. I do it every single week. This is a trade I've been active on for years. It's really simple. I don't have to risk a lot. And so I'm going to talk about it. And I also had a big nerd out session this week with my VIP members. And I also had a nerd out session with a friend of mine that's a fellow trader. And actually, I'm going to be doing another video for the classroom, the VIP members, for a, basically a big hedge where we could be protected anywhere between, the market dropping 5%, 10%. We could actually come out making a lot of cash and covers any type of trades we're in. The waterfall trade, I'm going to turn it in so we can work both ways. So anyway, there's pros and cons, right? It's not just like, oh, he figured it out. It's the master. It's the holy grail. It's not. I mean, basically, I'm going to be sacrificing some profit every single week that I do this. But in the event that we have some type of nasty, let me just talk examples here. Let's say that we're about to see something similar to the end of 2018. Okay. What happened at the end of 2018? Well, 2018 from December, we had about a 25-day window, okay, where the market dropped about 17%. We go back another month, the market dropped like 14 or 15%. So we had a huge drop from top to bottom, totaling about 20%. And that was with two big chunks. And so if you have this first chunk that was down about 11 and change, and then we pull back and we drop another 17%. I mean, that's a lot of movement. That's two chunks from high to low. That's 11%, 17%. That's a big decline, and it happened within a matter of weeks. So point is, I wanted to share this notion because I'm willing to go higher in contract size, but also have a hedge to make sure I'm protected. So if anything wild and crazy does happen, this is a very cheap way to kind of protect your portfolio for some type of black swan outlier, which the longer we go and we melt up, I don't know, kind of the more cautiously bullish I am, where I would expect there to be some type of weird, flashy, low volume. I don't know. I just, do we trust the market to go up forever? I don't. I think it's great that it is. I think it's been an easy year to be a bull. But this doesn't mean it's going to be easy moving forward. I mean, we could have a period where the market goes sideways for literally months. And that's great to be short term and income trading, but my waterfall strategy is something that benefits from that. My daily profit play benefits from that. So anyway, I'm just trying to have strategies that make sure that whether the market's going up, down, sideways, we can survive. Okay. Heather, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Heather says, I keep getting friend requests from you. It's not me. Okay. It's not me. I promise you it's not me. I literally say every time that people join, I don't send friend requests. I don't direct message. And so it's traders like that, or that profile. I want you to, flag them, report them, ban them, kick them, whatever you have. Banning them is the best way to kick them off the server. Okay. So that's what I would recommend you do. Okay. Yep, there you go. 2000 election, good example, dropped 15% in 3 weeks. Yeah, so 2018 we had an 11% drop and a 17% drop. 2020 in a month we had a 30 to 40% drop. 2022, even though it was a nice steady market to the downside, 2022. This is, let me go back to 2022 here. We had a nice, it took time, but like July, that's actually fall 2023. Here's 2022. So over the course of January to January, I mean, this is 1 month. Within 1 month, you have a trade that goes 12% to the downside. You have pullbacks here. You go another 10% to the downside. You go from high to low again over a month, around 11% to the downside. So the way I calculated these numbers out with the waterfall income, if I'm going to put on this kind of black swan hedge, essentially, is I'm looking at about a 5% to a 10% hedge. Because if we get moves that the market actually drops 5 or 10%, that's enough of a shakeout to see some of these hedges pay out, 1 to 2,000% gains, and that makes up for the trade that we're actually in mechanically with the systematic waterfall income strategy, and we come out ahead. So even if we're down in a few trades, it makes up for those with those waterfall hedges. So I want it to work both ways, but like I said, there's no free lunch. If I'm in a hedge, I'm sacrificing some profit. So if it never pays out and I lose on all these hedges, I also want them to be cheap enough that it only derails my profit by maybe 8 to 10%, right? So it's manageable. But anyway, I'll talk about that more. I've got the video series running for the VIP members. And if you're joining me at the 4 o'clock webinar, the service starts as soon as you get in. There's a video series strategy guide. We have class on Monday at 11:30. I'll go live. We'll take the trade together. And we had a great kickoff class this week on Monday. And then for my VIP, we had a master class update on Tuesday. So I'm very active in all of my classes. Waterfall, since it just started, got a lot of classes already in the recording section or the archive section for your classrooms. And then our live sessions on Mondays, and then daily profit play. We're live every single day. Okay. All right. Request you stream on YouTube 1080. What is your, let me see. I can try. Let me see if I can bump this up. It might not let me since I'm already in session. Let me see if I can play around with the settings here. I'll go settings, video. Let me see if I can push out. It may not let me change it right now. I can try to go 1080. I've got a much better computer. I bought a computer over the, I'm trying to think, maybe in July or August. So I've got a pretty powerful computer, but I'm also running like 30 browsers at the same time and 4 broker platforms and software. And, if I look at my task manager, I might have a lot of stuff running if I'm trying to push HD. But anywho. All righty. Papa John also just wanted to do a little shout out to you too. I know you were asking about the practical options course. I am on slide right now. I am through slide 42, and I just got into the strategy overview. So now's the fun stuff. I got rid of all the I got through all the reference stuff. all the major terminology just to make sure that we have it for reference. We understand it. I'm trying to break it down and make it simple. And now I'm getting into the trading strategy. So, separating between debits and credits. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the debit side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the credit side. So that gives you 13 strategies to play with. I think that's a pretty good start for anybody that's looking to get into options. And I look forward to getting out those videos and the additional slides. So we'll probably have a PDF of around, maybe 50 to 60 pages, and then a video series to go with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having it done. I know a lot of traders are waiting for it, and it'll go to all my VIP members out there. So be good stuff. Okay. All right. So here is the deal. Really quickly, just back on that Discord message, the best way to jump in. Yep. I was going to say the best way to jump into my Discord and not get kicked would be to do exactly what Heather did and Phil did. Just post in my Discord. So if you come into my Discord channel, which I'll do this right now. So I'll go Chris Pulver Trading. I'll send this out if anybody wants the link. Here is my Chris Pulver Trading Discord. Okay. And if you post, not just join, but actually post like, hey, Chris, nice to be here, something like that, and then it will not flag you as somebody that hasn't been active in my Discord. So, like I said, I'm just going to let this run for the day. This video usually reaches 300 to 400 people a day. And, I've got a decent amount right now in my Discord. There's probably 800 plus members. And if I don't have any active members, or I have like some inactive members, I'm going to kick them if they haven't posted anything within 30 days. So that is the fair warning for everybody. By late tonight, before I'm flying out, or early tomorrow morning when I'm in the hotel in California, then I will kick you. Okay. But if you post something like this, you're in good shape. So there you go. Now's your chance. Post. And I'll make a note of this too before I'll post it in Discord and put everybody in it. I'll make this as a free chat update or a education update, some announcement, so everybody knows. That way nobody's like, wait, I didn't know. Okay. All right. So let's talk the markets. Let's keep today's session probably until at 3:45 or so. All right. Let me do a quick announcement at everyone. Okay. Important announcement to help clean up this Discord channel. Anybody that wants to stay in it needs to post a comment in the free group chat or any channel. Okay. I will prune all inactive members to help filter out the noise and potential friend request / direct message scammers. This will take effect 12 p.m. Eastern time today. I guess 12 a.m. So midnight. Okay, I'm sending that to everybody. So blow up the free group chat. Let me know you're here. All good, all good. All I need is one comment, and that way you're in the clear. Okay? All right, good stuff. So let's talk markets. S&P is clinging to some gains on the day. This is what we did for this morning. It was a really decent day. I had 2 trades, 2 winners on daily profit play right in there. Which was fine. Even if it got into center price here, came right back, you got a profit. I'm sure. Who were my daily profit plays out there that did pretty well all day? Papa John, I saw you had a couple, right? You had 3-4 trades on your own. Somebody else posted an option chat. I saw. Yep, Papa John right there. Okay. So Bill was in there posting as well. So we got trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Bill. All winners. Good stuff. Yep, and that's the service. So I also, Papa John, I don't want you to give the trades in the chat. Like, I mean, you can say, took the trade for X credit, got out for X debit, but I'd prefer you not put in the full trade. We do have a Telegram service for that, right? Okay. All right, there we go. Now we're getting some activity. Get some credit spreads that worked out good. Yep. Good, 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 good. All right, perfect. Everyone's getting the message. Okay, so pretty decent day on the SPX. Overall, we basically clung to the gap higher. So we came down, bounced off that gap higher. We still have yesterday's gap that hasn't been filled. Tomorrow, we have some earnings overnight as we get into the market for tomorrow. Let me check and see where price is at here. So my earnings play. Geez, I took so many screenshots yesterday. Earnings play right here. So I had a winner today on IBM. I had a winner on UPS. I had a winner on Tesla. I'm still holding some credit spreads on Tesla. Boeing is still up from my stock price. AT&T I put in a covered call. Coca-Cola I put in a repair. Actually, there's one thing that I want to do. Okay, that's one thing that I want to do here. Coca-Cola. Let me get into my platform. So I need to add a couple more contracts to Coca-Cola. I am in for, let's see here. Do I have KO? I think I have it in all of the accounts here. KO. So I put in a bull call spread that is likely going to be a loser. I got in for about 39 cents, and so it would pay 61 cents if I'm right, and I lose 39 cents if I'm wrong. Right now I'm wrong, and likely this price is not going to come back above $71 by expiration, which is next Friday, so that could be a losing trade. The flip side of that is I have a 67.50 by 65, and that's a bull put spread. So what I'm going to do here, because I had 3 contracts on the bull call, I'm going to add in 3 on the bull put. So that way, if I'm right with the credit side, I lose 39 cents, I gain 80 cents, and I walk away profitable. If I take the shares of Coca-Cola, then I will just slowly repair it and try to net, $1 to $2 a share and walk away just fine. Okay. All right. So let me do this. I'm going to put in trade on Coca-Cola. That's in November. Actually, it's way out there. December 20th. This should be totally fine. December 20th, go 2 more contracts so I can, let's flip this around. I can sell the 67 and I can buy the 65. I get 91 cents premium now. Let me see what I get for this trade. 43 cents. Wow, that's crazy. So I go pretty much at the money. Sell the 67.50, which is at the money. Buy the 65. I get 92 cents out of a 250 spread, which should be over a third, right? I need 80 some cents to get over a third of it. So 0.33 times 2.50. I need 82.5 cents. I'm getting 92 cents. I'm good with that. So I'm going to take this trade for 2 more contracts here and try to get this filled for 92 cents and add this to all the accounts that have exposure. So let's try this right here. 92 cents not filling. Let me get 91 cents. Hopefully the bid is 88, so that should be the lowest. 91 cents got filled. That's 2 contracts. Now I get to go through everyone else. There we go. Filled at 91. There we go. Okay, just getting these added in. Filled. Let me check and see if this one got filled. That one just got filled. That one just got filled. All right, so I need to do 2 more accounts. That one. And last one. Then I can double check this for everybody. Filled. Okay. So I'll check my positions, make sure I have this set up. So I need 3 contracts. So I've got the credit spread for 3, the bull call spread for 3. That account's good to go. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Very good. good, 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 and good. Okay, so Coca-Cola is updated. That way I can at least repair, break even, or better on that trade. That one I just put in. Coca-Cola, so I added in, I have a bull call spread. So the bull call spread, and then the bear or bull put spread, sorry. Bull put spread. All right, add those in. I also took the trade this week on MARA. Went out to December, I believe, or even January. I did a bull call spread. So I bought the 19, I sold the 21. I'm looking to see if MARA gets above $21 by the end of the year. I also put a trade in, so IBM closed for profit. That one's done. UPS closed for profit. That one's done. And then Coinbase was the other one. Same thing. These are just looking at some exposures on crypto. If crypto goes up by the end of the year, I would assume that MARA can go higher, Coinbase goes higher, MicroStrategy goes higher. Any of your Bitcoin ETFs, if they're properly correlating like BITO, IBIT, looking to go higher. I'm looking at Coinbase. Where's Coinbase? Right here. So there's my 220 by 230. This one was pretty cheap. I paid less than $4 for this trade. So for Coinbase, 29.20, oops, 29.20 minus, minus 25.48. I paid $3.72 for a trade that can close me out for $6.30 or $6.28. So the reward to risk on that's pretty solid. And all I need to see is Coinbase get above 230 by the end of the year. So let's see what happens. That's obviously out for a while, but we're right there on Coinbase. Does it look like Bitcoin? No, because Bitcoin's actually up near this resistance already, but that's the trade that I took. So I also have some income trades down here. So there's some credit. If I end up losing, I can do some repairs, but I'll hopefully see some good premium on this one. Okay. All right. Benji wants to come up and say hello. Exit plan on what there, William? On which trade? So I've got trades in on MARA to the end of the year, Coin to the end of the year, IBM and UPS were earnings plays for this week. Those are profitable. Those are done. I've got hedges on MES, hedges on ES, bull call spread on Google. We've got Mag 7 coming next week. I put in a silver trade as well for silver futures. I've got Snapchat that's coming in a couple weeks. Snapchat has earnings. We're trading at 10.28. I bought the shares. I have them uncovered, but I'm looking to see if Snapchat will actually post something positive and give us a gap fill. If we get to $13 or better, I'm looking to take some profit. I might do a deep in the money call and just see if I can get it knocked away. So I bought the shares around $11. I've got an $8 put just in case. The earnings play is out to the end of the month, but my expiration is out to November 15th, so I have a little time left. So that way, at least if we have an earnings reaction, I've got enough time premium to hopefully see an $8 put give me something positive if I need it. Otherwise, it goes up. I eat the 20 cents difference, and then it goes up to $12.75 or $13, and I will flip that for, let's say, $1.70, maybe $1.50 net profit. It's like $1,500 per account. So hopefully Snapchat technically looks pretty good. I'd love to see this thing hold these lows and actually get up and fill this gap around 12 and change. And I might put in a covered call aggressively if the premiums are good. Otherwise, I'll just let it. I'll just close it. I'll just take the profit. Okay. So that's what's going on in Snapperoo. Let's see what happens there in the week. Yeah, earnings next week. Mag 7 earnings next week. Let's take a look at dollar index. Okay, currencies were pretty quiet today. Japanese yen was strong and started to fade. Pound and euro at levels. I did put a trade in this morning on the euro pound and the dollar CAD. I've got those stacked in. So euro pound is active right now. Dollar CAD is pending orders. I'm looking to see if the dollar CAD actually breaks above 1.3950 and gets me into the 4,000 zone. If oil breaks the floor, I have a feeling dollar CAD's following above 4,000. and dollar CAD has a measured move up to like 44.50 to 4,500. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that one. Japanese yen, good riddance. Can do whatever it wants. I'm not that interested. Dollar index, a little bit more on the bear side today, which is fine. This is 1, 2, 3 candles out of 15 that are actually showing red. So we've had a pretty good rip to the upside on the dollar. I wouldn't necessarily short this unless we start getting this thing breaking. And it's not even breaking. Like if we test this 200 EMA in the 1 hour time frame, we can bounce right back up. So I'm not calling the top here. I'm actually looking to see, does this actually break, okay, and then pull back and then give us something to short. Trade 1, if it pulls back to the same highs, trade 2, and I'll see if this actually confirms a chance to sell the dollar to go back down. If the dollar gets weaker, especially over the next, let's say, 30 days, through the election, through non-farm payroll, through the Fed, if the dollar gets weaker, that should be a nice little melt-up environment for the stock market and commodities. Oil might be different because supply is getting pumped out like crazy. U.S. and Saudi Arabia both can make money in the $40 oil. But it's going to be ugly. I mean, we'll probably have some more conflicts. We'll have some Middle East tensions escalating more than they already are if oil prices break the floor at 65. Gold is, let me go back to the daily chart here. Gold is showing some resiliency. I'd like to see gold still try to find a way to pull back to the 21 moving average on the daily time frame. It hasn't happened yet. GLD, I'm still looking to see if I can get long at the 21 or the 50 moving average. Hasn't happened yet. Silver, a little bit of a pullback, but my measured move is still up here at 35.87. I'm holding out to that. Even if I get this trade to go up another, that's another 6%. I calculated, I think on Monday, between my silver and gold positions right now, I'm up around $74,000. It hasn't my profit target. I mean, obviously I want to be protecting profit, but there's more to come as far as my measured move. So I'm not trying to be super greedy, but I'm looking to see if this will go hit my profit target. It's pretty much that simple. Okay. So that's silver. Silver futures, that's a bull call spread if I get filled. Hasn't been filled yet. I'm looking for a risk of $500 to a reward of 750. SLV, I own the shares. I will buy more if they come back down. There's my 2150 and 100 moving average. If they come back down, there's been really good support levels in here. So I'll follow the trend and look if I can grab some more shares of SLV. Same thing with GLD. Bitcoin at 68. Traders, we are not that far away from Bitcoin breaking some fresh highs. I was thinking maybe it's going to be a little bit indecisive. Fresh highs. Next stop, ATH. That'd be all-time highs. Maybe. So keep an eye on that. But we have hit resistance. It is testing for sure. Now we need to see, is it testing for the real deal, or is this just testing to consolidate more, and then we're looking for some type of breakout? I think it looks good to the upside. I hope it is. I think Bitcoin could be a very nice push for the end of the year. I think that's a good equalizer for a lot of investors. If we have a blow off move and all of a sudden, I mean, I've measured Bitcoin to 107 and a fifth wave potentially up to 132. I mean, I would love to see it happen, right? Who wouldn't? But if we just keep in this channel, I mean, I get it. Like we could have more pullbacks. We could have this run. We could have more pullbacks here, and it's just a big old accumulation cycle. And then eventually it looks to be better, and then it goes higher. So, I mean, it still looks good. It's just a matter of, are we actually breaking now, or are we breaking later? I don't know. But I still like the upside, and I hope for everyone that is in Bitcoin that whether you're a, longer term investor or you're just a trader, there's good upside and there's good asymmetry, and I think it's one of the more exciting assets as far as opportunity. And not a lot of stocks can offer this. I mean, when you're sitting at all-time highs on stocks, yeah, they can go higher, but are they going to go up 100%? Probably not. They can go up, a big year on the index is going up 10, 15, 20%. We've already gone up 20%. How much more of the index are we going to see? I think the biggest performance that the S&P's ever had was in the 30s. And then the NASDAQ, I think, had 1 year that it clipped 50%, but that was after a freaking crash. So, I mean, I just think when you get upside, even hitting my measured move from current price, that's another 60% to the upside on Bitcoin. And that's just a nice technical pattern. Okay, well, I hope it is. That's another thing too, is Bitcoin is definitely like the major. I mean, Bitcoin is essentially your dollar standard in crypto. So if Bitcoin goes higher, does that drag Ethereum with it? Does it drag, altcoins with it? Maybe, I don't know. But if Bitcoin runs and Ethereum goes with it, hopefully that's, coin number 1 and 2 to continue to push higher. Okay, nice. Just made 16% on MSTR in 6 to 7 minutes on a buy call. Yikes. Dude, that's crazy. 16%. We're up to 234. Man, MicroStrategy is just shredding right now. Gosh. I mean, I'm like, give me a pullback. I don't have one yet. All I'm doing on MicroStrategy is watching my income plays pay out. So my MSTR is currently up about 5 grand, and I still have about 50% left in the profit. So I mean, I'm looking to get up higher in profit. Hopefully closing out closer to like $9,000 or $10,000, but I need more time decay because they're all income plays. So I may not own a single trade of MicroStrategy, but I could still make about 10 grand by the end of the year. So, but I'd like to buy some shares. I'd like to do some additional, option trades on it. Just it's a fast mover and it's kind of at all-time highs, and I'm not chasing this thing, but it is impressive to say the least. What do I think of prop firms? Do your research, do your homework. I think there's some good ones out there, but depends on what you're trading. I mean, if you're trading futures, I see more traders having success with futures prop firms than I do see in traders with Forex prop firms. Also make sure that you're getting paid. Also make sure that whatever you're, putting in to invest or whatever your registration fees are, that it's not breaking the bank. Make sure that when you hit your first tier, you get paid. I mean, I've heard some pretty shady stories. So just do your homework and try to get some actual trader reviews and not just a website, not just a webinar. Actually somehow know traders that are getting paid and getting their money out. Okay, MSTX as a proxy. What is that? Don't tell me that's like a triple leveraged. What is this? Is this almost a 2x leverage on? Look at this thing. As if you can't get enough on MicroStrategy, you gotta double the leverage on it. Yeah, it's awesome. Just it's short term though. I mean, you don't want to be in these things very long, but yeah, they rip. I mean, today's candle alone is up 12%. Wow, some big old movers. Cool. Yeah, we'll see. Now, at this point, since we broke the highs and we didn't really pull back, I'm just going to look at that potential pullback right there. Do we pull back to retest what was all-time highs? Maybe. So it's just kind of wild that this was looking a lot like Bitcoin, and all of a sudden, when Bitcoin kept hitting these highs, MicroStrategy is like, yeah, we're better than Bitcoin, right? I'm Michael Saylor. I own the most Bitcoin in the world. But anyway, cool stuff. MSTZ, what is this one? Inverse MSTR. Oh yeah. What are you going to do with this one? You don't tell me you want to short MicroStrategy. I wouldn't touch that one ever. Yep. All right. We can stop with the crazy leverage instruments. I mean, here's your double X. Yeah, there's your 2X MSTR. I mean, if it works, it works, but I steer clear of this stuff. I got burned on some double and triple leverage inverse ETFs on the SPY, right? You can trade the SPY, the Qs. You can trade those inverse ETFs to go after 2 and 3X, but you got to time those like so freaking well. You got to time those within about like 1 to 4 weeks maximum, which is not the easiest thing to do. So it's good for hedging, but I also trade options. So I tend not to do this stuff. MasterCard, that's MC, right? Where's MasterCard? Nope. Or is it just M? Nope. MA. Oh. 511. If we get a pullback, I mean, same thing here. Pull back to all-time highs, pull back to the 21, the 50 period moving average, try to gather some trend support. So if we pull back and find some support. Couple stocks I'm looking at this week. It was GE Aerospace. We've had some chop in here. I'd like it to settle in just a little bit lower. I mean, I might be really picky here, but if we pull back into 170, I'm probably looking to get a gap fill on GE Aerospace. So that's not bad. I'm going to set a chart alarm there around 170. I'll set it at 171. And then if we come back to that'd be the 100 period moving average. The other one is the 200. I might set another one in here. Let me throw another EMA. Indicator, exponential moving average. And I'll turn this one into a 144. There. So just another ripple for some bounces. Sometimes the 200 doesn't get hit, but that 144 is a good one for wave structure. Okay, you scalp the SQ, QQ, and T. I mean, that's good. If you're making money, then keep doing it. ZB, you want to check some bond action? I'm not that interested in. I mean, bond futures. I mean, probably the best trade I've got on bond futures would be if we come all the way back down to lows or lows. I would be looking at those to bounce. Okay, so I'd be more of a directional play, like credit spreads on ZB would be fine by me. Other than that, I know a lot of traders that do strangles on bonds, and they just try to collect some income if the bond prices are pretty choppy. Let me see what the implied volatility is. Yeah, I saw SoFi making some new 52-week highs. SoFi is trading at 1091. We faded off the 1131 level. I'd love to see this get to 1175 or better. We do have earnings coming next week on SoFi as well. So it's been ripping to the upside pretty nicely. I may, if it's cheap enough, I may put in a long put just to protect and kind of well, I guess just lower the cost base if it goes against me. But I'm riding some decent shares. I've got SoFi like all the way down to like $7, and I'm trying to get this thing out to. I think the structure is really good in here. If we get back to this support level, that's around $14. I would be happy with that as a profit target. I measured this move in case this is a cup and handle. If it breaks this high, that measure move gets me up to like 19. So I'm going to set a chart I'm here on $14. And that's a decent. Oh fudge! I'm out of freaking alert. Cripes! I'm out of 400 alerts. Anyway, but I'll check that one. So bonds. Let me take a look at the IVR on bonds. So ZB. We have a 41.8 IV rank. If I were to look at the bonds and I wanted to go out and trade, like a 30-day expiration. I mean, the tricky part is there could be so much volatility around with the Fed coming. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it better rather than doing both sides of it. If I were to, sell a call, and let's say sell a put. Try to keep it somewhat equidistant. I've got $800 of profit. It takes up 48.26 in buying power. If I want to create a spread here, let's see if I can go like 5 wide, 13 to 8. I mean, I could make $600, but I'm risking 43.75. I don't know if I would need a stop loss in this or not, but it's not a bad way to trade it if you're looking for like active bond trading. But I don't know. I'd almost rather trade. I'm probably not going to take that trade. I would rather look at ZB with some directional outlook. I mean, if we come back into this low or this low, probably just risk to find. A credit spread would work. A bull call spread would work. And just put a line in the sand. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Define risk, no big deal. And that's just way less maintenance. Okay. All right. Mark says got a 15-day vertical. So what are you trading there, Mark? But the trade is still alive. What trade? What's the 15 expiration on what? And then somebody mentioned Palantir, PLTR. I mean, gosh, this thing is freaking up and away. I should have just bought the damn shares. I dumped it at all those lows. I do have some Palantir exposure. I just don't have a lot. So I was trying to own the shares and trade it around earnings. And anyway, so Palantir, yippee skippy, I'm up, $2,000. Big whoop. Mostly in profit. I mean, I've got 91, 97, 96, 95% of the profit. And that's it. That's it. So most likely these are all going to be profitable. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on Palantir. If we blow out the high, I mean, I'd still look at this the same way as a lot of other stocks I'm looking at right now. I just don't want to chase these things. If they haven't even pulled back to like a 21 moving average, then I'm not going to trade it. Okay. Big D, no. The daily profit play is a live session that I run. That's its own room and service. I run that every day at 9 a.m. I do have the link to that if you're interested. That is, let's see. I'll type it in the chat here. PraiRiePub.com/DPP. So that's the link if you want to get into that live session with me at 9 a.m. The Pulver alerts, I do like everything else. I trade Forex and futures and, credit spreads, debit spreads, whatever I get my little hands on, that's in the Pulver alerts. But the specific services that I'm running in, trading rooms and sessions, and that's through InvestPub, Prosperity Pub. Okay. Yep. I call it the ATM. There you go. So Palantir, I just want to see a pullback. We have earnings on Palantir also the first week in November during November 4th, I believe, is going to be on the Friday. Is that right? Nope, Monday. So Monday the 4th, that's right before the election, right before the Fed. I do expect some wild and crazy volatility that week. Wouldn't surprise me. So this is why I'm not going to chase things at highs. I mean, I want to keep some buying power at the ready. I've got about 750K of deployment if I need it. So I want to make sure that if I need it, it's there, and I just keep doing a thing. Chewy is up to 20. Fudge, man. So I have Chewy. It's up about 17K for the year. I have some shares. I'm trying to get it called away. Out to 37.50. I thought Roaring Kitty's going to be a little bit more noisy than this. He's now just meowing. But yeah, Chewy hasn't done much other than a big fade. Look at that. So there's your quick crazy squeeze, and then it's just been choppy. But I wish the premiums were a little bit better because I'd be more aggressive on managing my options. But I'm looking to see if we get back to 30 plus. I mean, that last time was up in September, so I'll keep an eye on it. All righty. Let me look at some currency pairs. I do have to get my Forex trades up and running with some charts. I put a trade in this morning on Euro Pound. Yep. So Euro Pound, I'll get that into the Pulver alerts. So I bought it at 83.32. I've got another pending order down here at 82.50. Stop loss below, targeting 85. I also put in some buy stops on the dollar CAD right here. So I'm just stacking up some orders, looking to see if oil breaks the floor, dollar CAD rips higher. This might not be dollar versus CAD. And obviously, if the dollar is going to top out and reject, then I don't have to cancel these trades necessarily. But I might look at a short opportunity first and then see if we can buy it lower. And then, that is a great trade. I was hoping that this decline would actually be going down to 32 because I wanted to be long dollar CAD, but the stupid thing started at, 34, 3,500. Okay. Buy the low, sell the high is still difficult. I know. I mean, in stocks has been difficult. On dollar CAD, it's been difficult. So basically, I'm going to settle for, if we're breaking this multi-year high, I'm just looking to see if we just stack the move up and it gets to 44.90. I take profit at 44.50 or higher. Palantir did come down to the 15. I mean, I'm not using a 15, man. I know there's some systems out there that are using single-digit EMAs and SMAs, but it's for years I've looked at a 21, a 50, a 100, a 200. I like the 141 or the 144 as well, but I mean the 21. Come on, man! On a daily time frame, we got to find that. So last time we touched was July, back here in September. That was it. So I'm even if it's just going to go sideways and I can catch up, there's at least something. But man, I just love some type of movement. Give me an earnings push. Give me a gap, something like this. Look, GE is doing it perfectly. I want to see GE with this earnings gap. I want to see this thing flush down, stabilize, and then go back and fill the gap. And that's an easy bull call spread. There's no assignment risk. Take the trade, go out, maybe 30, 60, 90 days and see if we get a move to the gap fill. That's an easy win. So I want to see if that cooperates. McDonald's, having an E. coli breakout right now, that's not good, but look at what it did. We gapped lower like crazy, right? Gapped lower like crazy, down by 7%, but here we are trying to fill the gap. I'm not going to trade this yet. I mean, look at McDonald's. We're at all-time highs, but where would I like to trade McDonald's? Probably somewhere back in here or obviously way back in here. I just don't know if I'm going to get that opportunity. So I'll wait. I didn't get super aggressive on it, although it would have been nice to put in a credit spread at 290 something and be up $10 and go into expiration tomorrow. So anywho, all right, everybody, here's the deal. I am going to wrap up here just a few minutes early and wet my whistle, grab a drink. I will be back at 4 p.m. If anyone would like to join me, a couple things just for quick housekeeping. Same issue. So what? So real quick, let's go to the Discord really quickly. What is the issue with joining my session? So my YouTube session when I go live is right here in my YouTube channel. This is me live right now. So this is today at 3:12. It took about 5 or 8 minutes to get loaded, or maybe 10 minutes to get loaded, which is unfortunate. But you can still come in, and when you join YouTube live, you can start at the beginning of the session. You can like scroll back and start at the beginning of the session. But I'm live, almost every day without question. If I'm not live, I'll tell you. But it's right there on my YouTube channel. Free group chat. Everyone's chiming in. Very, very good. So, and I will clean this up at midnight. Okay. Charles, words mean things. Good. Well, at least I show that I got some active members. There we go. Good. Okay. So at the top of the hour, I'm going to go into the waterfall income strategy. It's a great class. We had an awesome master class this week and a kickoff class. Those recordings are turnkey ready strategy guide video series. And I'm also working for my VIP members. I'm putting together a full-on practical options course. So a couple things. If you are in my VIP daily profit play, if you are in my VIP waterfall income, if you are in my Pulver alerts with the A1 VIP, I'm going to give you this PDF and I'm going to give you the videos that go with it for those purchases as a big thank you. I'm going to sell this a la carte on my Vimeo on demand page for like $4.97. I'm putting a lot more time than I thought into it. Not that it's a bad thing. I'm just like, well, might as well just make it very, very thorough. I may do a more watered down version and sell that for like $20 to $50, but I might as well do it big and thorough with all the references and resources that I've used for years and years and years that I think I can help bring people up to option speed very quickly. So yeah, I think it's worth it. But for my VIP members that have already invested in the services with me, I want to be able to give that to you. So still working on that. I need another week or so, but I'm looking forward to having that to all of you. Qualcomm, I mean, kind of looks like Google to me right now. It should be checking a lot of boxes. I know Broadcom, that's AVGO. This one's sitting at all-time highs. I'd love this one to give us a pullback, something like this, right? Something like that, where we get a pullback and trade the base. If we go Qualcomm, it's behaving a lot like Google. If I go to the fundamentals, okay, I mean, it checks a ton of boxes, and we're way below estimated value. I think I might actually place a trade in this. Price to earnings, price to sales, not too bad. Discounted cash flow, looking at another $100 to the upside. Versus peers, we got Qualcomm at 21 times price to earnings. Peer average 109. So what's the deal, Qualcomm? I don't know. But I will say that by the end of the year, can we sustain a move higher? Let me see what this is going to cost me. So Qualcomm, I'm going to go out to January or December. Let me see what I can look at. So we got about 8 minutes here. I think I can sneak these trades in. Okay. Let's go Qualcomm trade. If I look at, so we have a dividend in December. We got earnings on the 6th. Let's go out to December. If I buy the 170, sell the 175, I pay 215 to get 285. That's not a bad reward to risk. Is it possible for the stock to move up $20 by the end of the year? Yes. I would like to think that that can go higher versus lower. 175 is not that far away, so it seems within reach. We have these recent highs around 180. I see that worst case scenario would be Qualcomm pushes lower into here, and that offers some support. So maybe I do trade one as is, trade two down here, and maybe I take a one contract versus a two contract. Because if I lose on this one, I lose 215 or so. If I win on this one, I'd win 430. So I still make a net 215 with these two trades and trade the structure. Obviously, I can lose on both, but if they go up, then that is a no-brainer in my opinion. So I'm going to see if it goes up. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get this trade in. So I don't mind this trade. I'm paying 215 or so, maybe 220. Let's try to get 215. 215 not filling. I've got 7 minutes here. I also have to get my webinar ready. All right. All the fun stuff today. All right, 215. Let me try to get 216. Filled at 216. Okay, let's go across the board. Try to get 217. All right, getting filled at 217. That should be unanimous for everybody. So my risk is 217 for my debt or my reward of 283. Filling there. Come on. 217. Let's go. 218. And final account in at 218. Okay. So that trade is in. I'll add that into my Pulver alerts for Discord. That is a QCOM bull call spread. That is a December 20 expiration. Okay, so I'll add that in. So I bought the 170. I sold the 175. I'm going out to December. I'm looking for any type of positive drift in the semiconductor space. We do have earnings coming up, so I'm aware of that. If we drop hard, this is a one contract. I may take a two contract and just try to get this thing to fill. And there's still a chance with time that I get back to profit here too. So we'll see. It's an earnings play, but if we go higher in earnings, that's good. We'll find out. Okay. So I'm going to stay long in this for right now. If we're pulling back here, I mean, this is a nice little consolidation right around that 200 EMA. So if we consolidate in here, all I'm looking for is just a little bit more revisiting the highs. That would mostly be like seasonal rally, positive drift. Getting some rate cuts would probably help the tech space. So we'll see. Okay. Daniel, I see your comment there. Yeah, man. I mean, if I can teach anybody how to trade options, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. That is literally why I'm calling it practical options, because look, I know that options seem like overwhelming and complicated, but man, when you feel like you get a couple of core strategies under your belt, you literally can trade however you want to express something in the market. You can trade an option strategy, and it's so nice to do that with also defined risk. And so what I typically do is, if I think about it this way, I'm going to take thousands of trades this year, and if my average winner is 50 to 100 bucks, and I've got thousands of trades, there's a lot of money to be made. Now, I'm not going to win all of them, but you've got time on your side. You've got the overall market on your side. You got sentiment on your side. You've got, macros. So it's like, if things are drifting higher, it's pretty easy to make money. So I'm never a YOLO trader. I'm never going crazy heavy. I don't trade a ton of contracts. It's anywhere between like ones and fives, ones and tens. And I just position for steady income. And I just take lots and lots of trades. So I'm kind of product indifferent. I mean, literally, like somebody threw out Qualcomm. It's like I'm tracking the stock, but I take a look at it. It's at a good spot. It's pulled back, not at all-time highs. I'm going to take a stab and see if we go higher by the end of the year. So all I'm doing on the trade is, if it goes above 175, I'm making 280 bucks a contract. And if it goes down to zero, I'm losing 215 bucks a contract. Like, it's that simple. I mean, it's risk defined. I can't lose more than what I'm putting on the trade for. So that's easy. And all I have to deal with is some volatility in earnings, and we'll see what happens. Okay. All right, everybody. I got to bounce. I got a webinar here in 3 minutes. So real quick, I'll make another announcement there before the end of the time to get your emoji, your sticker, your comment in for my YouTube or my Discord channel. And then at midnight, I'm gonna do a little prune, a little cleanse. If you want to join me at the top of the hour in 2 minutes, I'm gonna jump into this waterfall income webinar, and you're more than welcome to join me. Talk about the strategy. The class is already ready to rip. So let's see here. Let me copy that link. So this is a 4 p.m. Eastern time waterfall income. So webinar with me, and I'm gonna hop in there right now. Not with MTI, Daniel. I am kind of all over the place right now. I've got Prosperity Pub that I'm working with. I've got some alerts with A1 Trading. I'm working with some brokers out there. I'm doing conferences with some non-US brokers and some affiliate stuff. I don't know. I've just been out there for the ability to help traders, and now I've kind of got my own brand to do it. So good stuff. All right, cool. If you want to join me at the top of the hour, I'll be there in 1 minute. See you soon. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for daily profit play, and back at it per usual. All right, talk to y'all soon, everybody. Thanks. Bye.